this is actually my second try in filming this, but in order to record a video, you actually have to push the record button, which I forgot the first time I filmed this, but I saw it early enough. I still had everything set up, the lights, etc. The light outside is unfortunately going away a little bit, but I have my ring light, so hopefully we will be doing okay. Long time no see. I wish I could say something else, but as you maybe know, maybe don't know, I am in the middle of writing my master thesis. I have a deadline. My time to write is almost half over. I have to hand in on April 24th, I think, this year. So yeah, time is drawing to an end, which is bad and good at the very same time. Until then, I unfortunately don't know how often I will be able to film, how much, etc. All I know is I really, really do enjoy it. It's kind of my little space of being able to be me, apart from being in the office, etc., where I have to be all serious and stuff. So yeah, I hope after handing in the thesis and etc. I'll have a bit more time to film again. So please be patient. After handing in the thesis and defending it, I also will be going into the final stages of the wedding planning, because the wedding is coming up towards August, so I'm really excited about that. I did buy my dress, so yeah, obviously I'm not going to show it to you, but all the planning and everything I would like to talk a little bit about, so that will hopefully come at a later point this year. But today, obviously, I'm sitting here for something else. You can see it from the title. It's supposed to be my, well, 2014 favorites, I guess. I looked through my makeup stash when I was getting ready earlier today, and I looked at all the things I have been using throughout the day and picked out the ones which I really have been using throughout the year, or which I acquired recently, but I already know that I love them so much that they will be, you know, standout products. So let's get started. Product number one is the Perfection Lumiere Velvet Foundation from Chanel, and I got the color 22 Beige Rose, which is a bit weird. It was the one which fitted me the best, but the whole rose part is actually should not match my skin, but it does. I love this foundation. It's very, very, very light. It has quite a lot of coverage considering how light it is. It feels very nice on the skin. It's a little bit more on the dry side, so if you have really, really dry skin, it's not for you. I have dehydrated skin and not dry skin, so I can wear it okay. During the winter time at the moment, I'm not wearing it as much as during the summertime when I just gotten it, but I still love it and I wear it on pretty much an everyday basis. And yeah, I mean, there's still a lot inside, but I think this is already drawing to an end, which doesn't happen with me and foundations a whole lot of times. In terms of concealers, I discovered something new this year, which has been out for a very long time. I could just never get a hold of it. It was either sold out or for a very long time we didn't have a counter, because you cannot get NARS everywhere. And it is the Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I got the color Light 2, which is vanilla. This is amazing. I do have a quite dry under eye area, and this is creamy enough so I can wear it under my eyes. It has quite a lot of coverage, but I can also wear it on my blemishes. So it's a very nice all-rounder, because the less products, the better in my opinion. And I already got a backup of this, so I've been really loving it. In terms of powder, I discovered something new which came out last year, and it's the Ambient lighting powders. Yeah, Ambient lighting powders. This is Dim Light, which is also in this palette. In here is Dim Light, Incandescent Light and Radiant Light. One of those is limited edition, but I am not sure. And this one is Dim Light. The thing with Dim Light is that it is a tad bit too dark for me to use it as an overall face powder, or at least I have to be very careful with it. Usually I use a regular powder underneath just to set it all, and then I use a tad bit of Dim Light. However, ever since I got this palette, I'm able to just swipe my brush through those two colors, and that way it's just a little bit lighter, because the middle color is supposed to be the highlighting color, but obviously I just swipe it through, and it's a very, very fine powder. I've never had any kind of powder like this. It's super fine. It gives this radiant glow. It has that softening effect, and I just really like to use it. And even though it's ridiculously expensive, it's worth every cent in my opinion. Let's move on to cheek products. And here I picked out 3. This year I kind of discovered my love for bronzers. I finally got the Laguna bronzer because I bought this NARS palette from their Christmas limited edition while I was in Copenhagen, because they had it for like 30 euros or something. It was ridiculously cheap. So now I have the Laguna bronzer, and I also have the Marc Jacobs bronzer, you know, the big one. However, if you are as pale as me and have to watch out for, you know, not overdoing it, there's one bronzer I can absolutely recommend, and it's the Honey bronzer from the Body Shop. And this is the color Light, I think. Yeah, Light Matte number 1. A bronzer for me has to be matte. I don't want anything shimmery or whatsoever. And with this one, I just don't have to, and you can see it already, I think. I just really like this bronzer. It's okay priced. It's somewhere in the middle segment. It's not too expensive, but it's also not super cheap, but definitely worth the money. And I've been enjoying it a lot. In terms of blushes, well, this year I did get a few new blushes, however not as many as over the last 2 years before that. I think I really got a lot of blushes in 2012 and 13. This last year, not so much. I got the Ambient lighting blushes, which I really like. I got the palette with the 3 blushes, and one of those I also had separately as well. I love them. They're great quality. I was contemplating of putting them in here. But for me, the 2 blushes I've been really using a lot were NARS Orgasm. The Hit the Pan got even bigger. This is still my everyday blush, my go-to blush, and I absolutely love it. It's not as shimmery on me as it looks in the pan, because it does look quite shimmery glittery, but it's not as shimmery glittery on me. However, if I want something really matte, I have an alternative, and this is a product which really hit me. It's a new product for me. I got it just a while ago, so I was contemplating, should I really put it in, because I only had it for a little over a month. But I love the brand. I have 5 other blushes from that brand, and I know the quality is great, and I just really like the color. And it is from Tarte, and it's the color Mirage. And look at this packaging. It's from a little Christmas set they had. It came in with a stick, you know, one of their highlighting sticks, and then this one here. I mean, look at this. It's this in my hand. They're so cute, the little ones. I have 4 of the little ones, which I had in a set, which I bought in a set a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Then I have 1 full size, and now I have this one here as well. Love the pattern on top, but obviously it's the product which counts. And like I said, Tarte has amazing quality, and this is the color. It looks a little bit dirty pinkish, but it just gives you that really nice flushed color, which is not too much on the red side, but a bit more on the pink side, which I think suits me a little bit better. And it's not as dark. You know, when you go out in the winter, your cheeks will be flushed anyway, so I sometimes feel it's a bit too intense. I I was wearing some blush when we took family pictures over Christmas, and because we were outside for quite a while and it was quite cold, my cheeks got also quite red. So I think on some of the pictures I have like really red cheeks. Because I wasn't wearing this one. I should have worn this one, but I wasn't. But I really like this, and I am pretty sure that I'll use this a lot during 2015. Let's move on to eyeshadows, and here I picked 3 different palettes, single eyeshadows, etc. I love Urban Decay, I love the Naked palettes, but the one which is standing out the most for me, which I'm just using the most because it's nice and quick in the morning, is the Naked Basics palette, the normal one. I do have the number 2 now as well, still trying it out. I think the Naked Basics 1 colors are a bit more suitable for my skin color. I like the Naked Basics 2 as well, but this is just my go-to palette. I usually wear WOS all over the lid and then Naked 2 in the crease, or I wear Naked 2 all over the lid and then Faint in the crease. And then Foxy is really nice because it's so yellow toned for hiding any rednesses, which I sometimes have due to allergies. And then Venus obviously I use for highlighting. So been loving this, and it's amazing for traveling as well. Really been enjoying that. Then still a color going strong, Burberry's Rosewood. The pan I hit is getting bigger and bigger, as you can see. I really like it. Still using it. And then last but not least, we have my favorite MAC quad. This is NARS and this is Mulch. Let's open it. And then is this, just look, I never know the names, I'm really bad with it. This one up here is Naked Lunch, and then this is Satin Taupe, right? Yeah. So Naked Lunch and Satin Taupe. I didn't wear All That Glitters that much this year because All That Glitters looks quite intense on me, which I am not too fond of when I'm at work. It looks quite like a smoky eye on me. So I really just preferred this combination instead of this one. This one is a bit more for the weekends, but definitely some of my favorites this year. To complete an eye look, I need 2 more things. I need a mascara, and for that I've been using the Babydoll from YSL. It's my absolute favorite mascara since, I don't know how long, over a year. I've gone through quite a few of those, and I'll continue to use it because for me it's just my favorite mascara at the moment. And then to get my eyebrows in shape, I discovered 2 new products. The first one is the Hourglass Arch Brow Pencil, and I got the color Soft Brunette. This comes with the most amazing spoolie and a wand tip, which is kind of like a triangle shape, which makes filling in your brows very easy, very natural. I don't do it every day, but I really love this. And then I top it off with the Gimme Brow from Benefit in the medium brunette, medium dark, medium deep. However, you can also use this on its own. Because of the fibers inside, it really gives nice definition to your brows, and I've been really enjoying this and repurchased a backup when I was in Copenhagen. And I think if you repurchase a backup, it just shows you really like a product. In terms of lips, I have been, well, I bought quite a few lip products during 2014, and I actually bought quite a few glossy things. So I picked one color which has been my absolute favorite, which is my go-to color, and that's one of the NYX butter glosses in the color Creme Brulee. I love this. They are so buttery creamy on your lip, but still give quite a lot of coverage, which I think is very nice. They smell really good, and they have a nice color payoff. And price-wise, they're also okay. Obviously here in Switzerland they're not super cheap, but I think price-wise they are quite good for a lip gloss, so definitely one of my favorites. And the other more lipstick kind of product has been a favorite already last year, and I'm not sure if I did like a 2013 favorite video. Don't think so, but I've shown this plenty of times. It's the Revlon lip butter in the color Peach Parfait. Quite glittery, quite glossy, quite my lips but better color. Love it. Yeah, not much more to say to lip products. I love buying lip products, but I usually have like my standard 2 or 3 I always reach for. And last but not least, not really makeup, but I still wanted to mention them. I have 2 perfumes. The first one is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana perfume, and this is the white version, obviously, in a rollerball. I love this. This smells amazing. It's peony and something. Quite fresh. The black version, on the other hand, is quite dark and deep. My mom got it and I love the scent. It reminds me a lot of the Trésor perfume, I think it's called. So I will purchase the full sizes, both of the white and of the black perfume, when I'm in the States, after I hand in my thesis. So I'm really excited for that. The other perfume which really hit me and which I've been using pretty much every day since I bought it is the Jo Malone Wood, Sage and Sea Salt perfume. This is heaven in a bottle. It's light, it's wintry, but because it's light, I think you can also perfectly wear it during the summer. It's not a very girly perfume, which is why Christopher really likes it as well. And I just like Jo Malone perfumes. They're just very special without being, you know, overpowering, overwhelming or whatsoever. And I know, what's she called? Tijan? I'll link her down below. She actually went to a Jo Malone counter and got her own wedding scent by layering 2 scents over each other. So I am thinking of doing that as well, and I really like that you can just buy the 30 ml bottle because they're amazing for traveling. You're able to try out various scents, but the Wood Sage and Sea Salt one is amazing, and everyone who bought it in my, you know, circle of friends, they were like, Sarah, so amazing, it smells so good, and I couldn't agree more. So those were finally my 2014 favorites in terms of makeup. Should you want to see skincare favorites as well, because I did discover quite a few skincare things during 2014 which I'm really enjoying and still using, then drop me a message below. Also any kinds of comments, questions, you know the drill. Yeah, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!